If there's one word I would use to describe myself right now, it would be busy.
Alright, since I've been back, let's do a recap of what Offset Yoyo's been up to. Release number 1 was the Offset Yoyo Titans, specifically the Outlier and the Deviant Titan. From there, we launched Zenon. Thank you guys, Singapore, it was a resounding success. The Zenon was a mega hit. Then, we launched our big gun. This is the Outlier 5, my new competition yo-yo. And just when you guys thought we were done, we, admittedly, quietly, launched Deviant 5. And on top of all of that, this was during the peak season of yo-yo sales with our Black Friday sales, so everything is kind of on sale right now. At the end of this video, there's gonna be a massive plug where I go through every bundle, every sale in detail, but to keep with the original line of thinking. Now, with all of these new releases, the logical question one might ask is, what is being discontinued? Now, as a preface to this, I don't like discontinuing yo-yos any more than you guys. And I've seen the memes you guys have made of me, and it's like, oh yeah, Brandon's just putting out another Outlier just to put out another yo-yo. Now, let's be clear. Every time you kill the old to bring in the new, there is a chance that people like the old more and they don't like the new as much and you screw everything up. It's much easier to just keep the old there and then maybe throw out some new colors, heck, maybe throw in some laser engravings. Everything is cool. You don't have to invest a bunch of money into failed prototypes. You don't have to figure out a new ring configuration to make sure it's wider and still can be made smooth. You don't need to do any of that. You just tweak the old. And we've done that. See, look, these were like all of the different colors of the Deviant that we ever put out. These were all of like some colors of the Outlier 2 that we put out. It's an efficient strategy. Now, the yo-yo on the cutting block right now is Outlier Plus. Here's a brief little, all right, that's Outlier 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. Okay, as soon as Outlier 2 was ready, Outlier 1 was cut. As soon as Outlier 3 was ready, Outlier 2 was cut. As soon as Outlier Plus was released, Outlier 3 was cut. And so with the release of Outlier 5, what's gonna happen to Outlier Plus? Now, perhaps this is a little arrogant, and if it comes off that way, I apologize, but Outlier Plus, I believe, was ahead of its time. Now, the way you gauge how ahead a yo-yo really is how misunderstood it was upon launch. You see, when the Outlier Plus launched, the only person saying that it was, oh my god, this thing's revolutionary and it's gonna change everything, and was me. Everyone else I showed this prototype to was like, it's too wide, it doesn't need to be that wide, if you can't hit your tricks, that's a skill issue, making your yo-yo wide, it's gonna interfere with your tech tricks, yada yada yada. And all the stuff they're saying right now. In 2023, there were a lot of those people attacking this idea of 50 millimeters wide. In 2024, there are less. If I came out with the yo-yo today and I was like, yo, what's up, 50 millimeters wide, you don't recoil anymore. You're kind of like, a little wide, but I guess. And that's indicative of the yo-yo community as a whole slowly accepting this idea. And in 2024, everyone kind of just made their yo-yos a little wider. Gentry did it, Mia did it, Justin did it, Hunter did it. And all of a sudden, this whole 50 millimeter thing isn't as radical an idea as it used to be. Now, the reason I like competition yo-yos so much is that the technology that's developed for competition yo-yos slowly gets adopted by yo-yos overall. You see, like, here's an example. See this? It sounds dumb to point this out, but this is a concave bearing, right? Back 1,000 years ago when I started yo-yoing, bearings were flat. Right? And it was arguable that like flat bearings were more fun. Everyone was wrong, it was dumb. These days, even the fun yo-yos have concave bearings inside. It's just a superior piece of technology. See this? See this yo-yo? See how it's got all that material around there? They kind of changed it to this, right? So now it has low walls, okay? The whole low wall thing, that was a competition innovation. Someone realized that if you got rid of all of that material there and you made it nice and minimal like this, you would reduce friction, increase spin time, make your yo-yo better. Now, majority of yo-yos these days, even the fun ones, have low walls. And so there is a lag between the superior technology and its mass adoption in the yo-yo world. Now, as this concept goes mainstream, 50 millimeters wide goes from this crazy, oh my god, that's such a crazy specification, to an invisible specification. If I tell you a yo-yo is 56 millimeters in diameter right now, you can't even remember that because it's so common. And as the yo-yo community as a whole begins to be like, hey, you know what? 50 millimeters wide isn't that crazy. Oh, I'm open to the idea of trying a 50 millimeter wide yo-yo. And lo and behold, Offset Yo-Yo does not have one, but two 50 millimeter wide designs. Haha, look at that. It's crazy. 50 is the new 47. So this year, I'm doing a slightly different approach. Instead of killing Outlier Plus with the introduction of Outlier 5, for the first time in Offset history, Outlier Plus and Outlier 5 will both be sold alongside one another. And I'll let you guys choose. And so now that we've spent all this time perfecting this design and really knowing how to make this design so it's smooth, now we can do the whole new colors thing. You guys want to see our new colors? Oh yeah. Outlier Plus. Alright, this is technically unrelated to Outlier Plus, but check this out. Oh yeah! Outlier Mini! Honorable mentions. Galaxy. Green. Oh, this one's sick. Purple. We have the Outlier Plus. Oh, we have this new glossy Galaxy. I'm actually a super huge fan of this. Up until this point, we've only done blasted Galaxy. So this glossy Galaxy fade is a super cool one. This is just a jade green. This is a throwback actually to the green Outlier 3 we did that Alan also used to win his first in-person contest. This is a fully blasted Outlier Plus. Purple. These are super rare. There aren't very many of these. There's probably about 30 of these. So if you guys want the rarest of the colorways, I would suggest getting this one. But this one is fully blasted. It's got fully blasted silver rings and then fully blasted inner purple body. So yeah, these ones also. Now I want to make something clear. With all of the rah-rah behind Outlier 5, the Outlier Plus in comparison seems a little dated. Now, to put it into perspective, I would say that Outlier 5 right now is misunderstood. It's still a controversial opinion to make a yo-yo this extreme. The mainstream yo-yo world isn't ready for something like Outlier 5 just yet. But I have to compete and I want the best and this is the best. Just trust me, all right? But Outlier Plus is perfectly positioned for where everyone else thinks an ideal yo-yo is right now. It's wide, it's extreme, it's very capable, and most of all, the Outlier Plus is a very conservative design to make, so we can consistently maintain an extremely high level of quality for Outlier Plus. And so, that pretty much wraps up everything I wanted to address today. Oh, Black Friday sales. Alright, so right now it can be kind of confusing if you take a look at the Offset Yo-Yo website. There's just sales everywhere. So kind of like, let me break it down for you. Black Friday sales, they're ending very, very soon. So if you guys want to participate in all of this, go ahead. So the way we've done it is that every single Offset Yo-Yo, other than the ones we've released in 2024, are now 30% off. That includes things like Deviant Plus, Logic, 30% off, Outlier Plus, 30% off. All right? All of the 2023 models, 30% off, just as a blanket statement. Now, for our new models, things like Outlier 5, things like Zenon, we didn't discount these immediately because they literally just released. We don't want to like slash the prices on these right now. But what we have done for you guys who want to get our new models is we've included them into bundles. So our craziest bundle of all is the Black Friday Mega Bundle. This is insane. So essentially, in this bundle, if you get the bundle, everything in it is 40% off. More than if you would have just purchased things individually. Inside this bundle includes an outlier 5, the colors that are still available. I think blue's out of stock right now, but the other colors are still available. You get a deviant 5. You get a random color of an outlier mini, random color of a logic, and a scent, and 20 strings. All for 40% off the original price. So it would have been something like that, all the way down to that. That's insane. The next thing is our trio competition pack. So if you get an outlier 5 and a Zenon, 2 of our 2 new releases, we will throw in a free random logic. There's like super low stock on this one right now, so I would act on that one pretty quickly. Now keep in mind, things like cheat code and plastic cheat code, on their own, they're 30% off. But if you get a cheat code at full price, we will throw in a free plastic cheat code. And this bundle, you can basically select any color combination you want. Now the titanium yo-yos, so this is Deviant Titan and this is Outlier Titan. We haven't slashed the prices on these, but we have put them into bundles. So for our Deviant Titan bundle, if you get a Deviant Titan, we'll throw in a free Deviant Plus. You know, this is kind of cool collection, the real titanium, that's the fake titanium. And for the Outlier Titan, if you get one of these, only for Black Friday, we will throw in a free Outlier Plus. If you go on the Offset Yo-Yo website right now, you'll see a banner on the top, and that's literally how long these deals are going on for. Once that banner reaches 0, these deals are gone, and it just goes back to the way things work. So, if you guys are looking to get a yo-yo, if you're on the fence, this is the best time to do it. Okay,